Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a makeup tutorial inspired by music festival season. I haven't done one of these in a couple years. I did one a few years ago and it was like starry-eyed themed. I loved that tutorial. That's actually how I did my makeup when I went to Lollapalooza, and I really wanted to do another one this year because I was feeling inspired. So I think music festivals are like the perfect time to kind of play around with your look and do some like stars or glitter or crystals. And I just wanted to do like a full blinged out crystal eyelid look, and I love the way this turned out. I think you guys are gonna love it too. So before we get into it, please make sure that you guys subscribe to my channel just so you can stay updated whenever I upload my next video for you guys, and I would also love it if you would come follow me on Instagram as well. So let's get into the tutorial now. So I'm gonna get started off by priming the base. I'm gonna be using Milk's Hydro Primer. I really like this because it's nice and sticky. So it really makes your makeup last so much longer, which is super important when it's hot or you're at a festival, you know, that type of situation, because you wanna make sure your base stays on for as long as possible. So I'm gonna apply this all over. It really just gives your base a nice sticky finish so that the makeup will really grip to it. I'm gonna go with a tinted moisturizer just because I've been to Lollapalooza 4 times, and one time I wore foundation and it was a mess. It just started melting off my face and it didn't look as good. So if you have a foundation that you really trust and you wear it to festivals and you love it and it stays put, definitely wear that. But I really love going for a nice tinted moisturizer just because I think it lasts a lot more gracefully on the skin, and if it does tend to fade off, it doesn't look as patchy as a foundation would. So I'm gonna use the Maybelline Dream BB. And I just apply this all over the skin with my fingertips. And it also has built-in SPF, so that's nice. You get your SPF 30. And then to just kind of like brighten up my under eyes, I'm gonna use a little bit of my Clay to Peau concealer. In this, I wear the shade Ochre. I just like to pick it up with a brush straight out of the bullet and then just lightly kind of adjust it wherever I want a little bit of added brightness. The concealer itself is pretty lightweight and it has really great full coverage, so you can really build it up and get it to hide whatever you want to hide, so pimples and stuff like that. I found that I started liking this more when the weather was a little bit less dry. So in the wintertime I didn't love this, but now that it's kind of heating up a bit more, I feel like it's working a lot better on my skin type. And the brush I'm using is just the little blending brush that came with the Urban Decay Naked Cherry collection. I'm actually gonna go in with just one more layer right under the darkest part of my eye, just so I can really keep that nice and bright. Just like this. Whatever bronzer you're gonna use for the look, just throw that into your crease. So I'm taking Bondi Bay from Nude Sticks, and I'm just gonna quickly kind of brush this into my crease just to add a little bit of definition before we go in with any other shadow. I'm taking Sleeping Spell from Revlon, and I'm going to again pop this right into the crease really lightly. I just kind of want a soft wash of this purple right in the crease, just to kind of tie the whole thing together. So I'm really making sure to just kind of get a little bit of purple up on this upper part of the eye where you can still see it when my eyes are open. I'm also gonna run that just on the lower lash line, kind of connect it with that outer corner and just pull it midway through the eye too. Okay, now for the fun part, we're gonna do the crystals. So I got 3 different shades of crystals from Hobby Lobby. These are the SWAVARSKI Hot Fix crystals. I don't think you can see them, but I got the shade Crystal Aurora Borealis, Topaz Shimmer, and then we're also doing Silk Shimmer. So I went for the ones that all have a blue shift to them. So if you want to mix different shades, kind of play around with them, and like some of them shift pink or green or purple. You can choose different colors, but try to go for the ones that shift to the same color. So all of mine do like a blue, pear green type of shift. So that's what I went with. So you're just going to dispense some duo onto a surface. I'm using a little sticker. I'm doing like a good amount of duo just so that if it starts drying out, I have like 2 little pods that I can work with. The other thing that's really important is you wanna make sure that you guys are, it's gonna be hard to show you on camera, that you're getting the flat back crystals. So one edge is gonna be completely flat like this, and it's gonna go flush with your eye. If you get the ones that are, you know, like this on both sides, they're not gonna go flush with your eye. So make sure you get the flat ones. And the first crystal shade I'm taking is Topaz Shimmer. And I'm gonna lay that as absolutely close to my lash line as I can possibly get it. And then you're just gonna press it straight down. Give it a good push so it really, you know, sets into place. And then I'm taking the Crystal Aurora. And then I'm gonna take Silk Shimmer. I'm gonna pop that right next to it. So just kind of like lay it down with the tweezers and then push it in with your fingers. So now that I've got the 3 lined up, that's the formation I'm gonna go in. Depending on the size of your eye, that'll be how many rows of crystals you do. I have a smaller eye, a smaller eyelid, so I'm only gonna be doing 2 rows of crystals. And the reason I don't wanna bring them up any higher is because the higher you bring them, the harder it is for you to actually like open your eye all the way. So 2 rows of crystals on the lid, and then now we're gonna start shaping this outer corner into a wing. For the outer corner, I'm only gonna be using the Topaz Shimmer crystals, these ones right here, because they're a little bit darker. So I just feel like they'll give me a little bit better of definition. So now that I've got the crystals on, I'm gonna finish off the face and then we'll finish the eyes. So for bronzer, I'm gonna be using Benefit Hoola. And I do find that most of the time matte bronzers last a little bit longer than creams. But cream bronzers do last a long time on my skin too. It's just for a festival specifically, I would probably be more inclined to going for a powder. So I'm just gonna apply this all over the face. For blush, I'm gonna use Sunkissed from Nude Sticks. This has just been my absolute favorite recently, and I think it looks really great with any eye look because it doesn't pull too much of any color. It's a really nice bronzy flush, so it's not gonna be too distracting. And with this eye look, we don't wanna go too crazy on the face. So this is just like a good standby blush color. To highlight the skin, I'm going to use Laura Mercier Addiction, which is this really pretty gold one. So I'm just gonna pick this up on a finishing powder brush, and I'm just gonna kind of lightly drape this all over the high points of the skin. To set the skin and just kind of make it nice and glowy, I'm gonna use some of the Watermelon Glow Ultrafine Mist from Glow Recipe. This one keeps your skin nice and hydrated. I love it. It just makes your skin feel really great and nice and dewy. To highlight the inner corner of the eye, I'm gonna be taking Beam from Laura Mercier. And this is a really pretty soft iridescent purple. So I think it'll just go really perfect with these gems because it'll play into the shades that they reflect. So I'm just gonna kind of draw this right on the inner corner of the eye. And then again, to kind of play in with the shifts that the crystals have, I'm gonna take a blue eyeliner. This is from Marc Jacobs. It's in the shade Wavelength, and I'm gonna apply this to the waterline. Just really get this in there. Obviously, with this many crystals, it's gonna be kind of hard to see your eyelashes. So to kind of pump up my mascara, I'm gonna use a little bit of a primer. So this is the Marc Jacobs eyeshadow primer, and I'm gonna just coat the ends of my lashes with this primer so I can kind of make them a little bit longer and just extend the length as much as possible. That looks so scary if I just leave it like that. And for mascara, I'm gonna use the Wander Beauty Mile High Club mascara. I love this mascara. It's one of my new favorites. It really makes your eyelashes super, super long. And we'll also get those lower lashes because we want to extend those. With the eyes being this crazy and fun, I want to keep the lips super tame. So I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever 3C lip pencil. These are really great. They're super long lasting, so you won't have to worry about retouching them as much. And then for lipstick, I'm gonna go with Soar from MAC. And then we will do a tiny bit of gloss just to keep everything nice and light. So I'm gonna use the Dior Lip Maximizer. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I'm obsessed. I really, really love the way this turned out. I just wanted to do like a full blinged out crystal eyelid with a little bit of a wing. I think this is so fun, and you can totally make this your own by switching up the shades of crystals that you choose. You could do all solid like black crystals, or all red or blue, or you could do whatever you want. Like, you don't have to do the iridescent mismatched crystals that I did. You can really make it your own. If you guys have any questions regarding this tutorial, please feel free to hit me up in the comments down below. I always do my best to get back to all of you guys. Products, technique, anything like that, let me know. I'll help you as much as I can. Everything will be listed and linked in the description box down below for you guys as well. And I will also list and link the other makeup tutorial I did a few years ago with the starry-eyed looks. So yeah, if you guys do recreate this, I would love to be tagged in photos. It doesn't even have to be for music festivals. If you guys just recreate this for a party or something, I would love, love, love to see it and be tagged in it. Other than that, please be sure to subscribe if you didn't earlier, and then also please be sure to come follow me on Instagram as well if you didn't earlier. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this one. Bye guys.